for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Oh, Mr. Dean, thank you very much. Once again, I'd like to welcome everyone to Commissioners Court. We appreciate you being here today. There is a quorum. We will call this meeting to order. Ms. Iwaski, are there any citizens' comments?
No, sir.
Okay, item 1, consider and take action on minutes from previously held meeting of Commissioners Court on November 19, 2019. Questions, comments, additions, or deletions? Hearing none, entertain a motion.
Hearing none, Judge, I move we accept the minutes as presented for the Commissioners Court regular session of November the 19th.
I'll second that motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Giesland, second by Commissioner McCam to approve the minutes of November the 19th. All those in favor? Item passes. Item 2, consider and take action on joint resolution for the upcoming March 3rd primaries in Henderson County. We have Ms. Hernandez with us here today, and also we have our newly appointed Democratic Chair, Ms. Kelly Townsend. If you would, ma'am, please stand up. We appreciate you, stepping in and taking on the role that you have. Ms. Hernandez, this resolution is pertaining to the parties, so please.
Yes, sir. This is a joint resolution to conduct the March primaries jointly with the Henderson County Republican Party as well as with us. And we'll be conducting the elections jointly, which means we'll have one check-in table where they will work side by side to check in and qualify our voters. We did sign our contract the other day on the 21st. With both party chairs, and so now we just want to get the court's approval to continue with our joint election.
Questions for Ms. Hernandez?
No questions, Judge.
Ms. Hernandez, thank you, and as I said, Ms. Townsend, thank you, and please pass along to Ms. Holland the willingness, and we'll appreciate them working together on this, on the joint primary.
Thank you, sir.
So, entertain a motion.
So moved to approve.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Giesland, second by Commissioner Tooley to approve the joint resolution and statistical information for the joint primary. All those in favor? Item passes. Item 3, consider and take action on proposed changes to the Henderson County cell phone policy. Gentlemen, you yourselves know, but for the public's edification, we've spent many weeks reviewing several of our policies, and this is the first one that is up. The given changes in technology over the years really impressed upon us the need to readdress this cell phone policy to meet with the changing technology available. Are there any comments court wishes to make?
Probably we need to do this on an annual basis, the way technology continues to change.
Agreed. Agreed. As fast as things are moving with apps on phones, I'm sure 5G, when it rolls out, will bring even another layer of complexity.
I think that's the main issue with 5G as well as LTE. The way in which cell phones are used today from a transmission standpoint is going to change dramatically over the next 12 months.
Any other comments? Hearing none, entertain a motion.
I'd like to make a motion, Judge, that we approve the cell phone policy as presented.
I'll second the motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Thomas, second by Commissioner McCam, to approve the changes to the Henderson County cell phone policy. Any further comments? All those in favor? Item passes. Item 4, consider and take action on proposed changes to the Henderson County personnel policy. And I will tell you that everything that I stated previously fits with personnel policies, especially with some of the changes that we have made through the budgetary process this year. And this one has even taken more of our attention. So Ms. Beavers, if you would.
So the changes that we've made to the personnel policy would be changing where it says the treasurer's office, changing that to HR, so that we could have personnel matters coming to HR versus the treasurer's office. We also changed the sick leave policy to no longer have a cap that the employees can accrue. In addition to the holiday pay, we've changed or we've added if an employee calls out sick, their holiday pay will be revoked if they call out sick the day before or after a scheduled holiday. Unless a doctor's note is provided, then it can be reinstated. In addition, we've also added insubordination policies and a light duty policy, as well as salary guidelines for hiring with a new step pay process.
Questions? Comments?
We might want to mention we've added the employee performance review.
And the employee performance review as pertaining to the step pay plan.
Right.
Well, I would like to say that this was not just an endeavor of the court. It involved all the departments, and you departments that are here realize how much effort went into a lot of this. And we really appreciate your efforts and those of Ms. Beavers. So,
Thank you.
any other comments? Hearing none, entertain a motion.
I move we accept the Henderson County personnel policy as presented.
And I'll second.
Motion made by Commissioner McCam, second by Commissioner Thomas to approve the changes to the Henderson County personnel policy. All those in favor? Item passes. Thank you, ma'am.
Whew. There was a point in time, a few months ago, I didn't think we would ever reach this point.
It has been a long process. Item 6, receive financial reports. We don't have. I'm sorry, 5, sorry. Item 5, consider and take action on new hire process memorandum. Gentlemen, we, as a continuation of this updating, we had discussed putting out a memorandum from the court informing department heads of just the actual policy or procedure in which a new hire being brought in, because with all the different steps that we have to take, there's time for IT to be notified, to get them logged in, to get their sign-in credentials. There's the sign-in to get their insurance. It's not a fast, easy process as it was 5 years ago, 10 years ago. And this is more or less a memorandum informing those offices of the process so they don't just pick up the phone and say, hey, I've got somebody that I need you to do all the sign up on today, because it's a much more lengthy process than it was. So, questions or comments? Would you like to say anything, Ms. Harris or Ms. Beavers? Y'all are the two in the middle of that, as far as the ones that have to actually do the new hires. Okay? If there are no comments, we'll entertain a motion.
So moved to approve.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Giesland, second by Commissioner Tooley, to approve the memorandum on the new hire process. All those in favor? Item passes. Gentlemen, we are going to put this on a Commissioner's Court letterhead before it goes out, and we'll get signatures from everyone on
Okay.
that.
I mean, the one thing that, we need to It says it in the first line, but I'd like to emphasize that this isn't just new hires as employees. It also pertains to elected officials, so that, when a person is elected on January the 1st and sworn in, prior to that, the heads up needs to be given to all these organizations, including HR as well as IT across the board. Sometimes the elected official falls through the cracks because the elected official is the department head, and therefore there is no department head notifying.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. That's happened on more than one occasion.
It has.
So now that we have a process in line, we'll guard against that happening in the future, because there needs to be that smooth transition. We don't want individuals creating their own transition teams.
That is correct.
Item 6, receive financial reports. No financial reports. All right. Item 8, consider and take action on submitted contracts. No contracts?
Why don't we do some election workers?
Why don't I learn how to count? Sorry.
You can write them out 1 through 10.
I'm gonna have to let me have your glasses. Item 7, consider and take action on payroll distributions and accounts cash sheets. Thank you.
We have payroll totals for the November election today.
Questions for Ms. Harris? Entertain a motion.
So moved to approve.
I'll second the motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Giesland, second by Commissioner McCam to approve the elections, November election payroll. All those in favor? Item passes.
And then also have the October account cash sheet.
Questions for Ms. Harris? Entertain a motion.
So moved to approve, Judge.
Second his motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Thomas, second by Commissioner Giesland to approve the accounts cash sheet for a period ending October 2019.
Is this a short week for you?
All those in favor? Conference last week. Messes you up every time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item 9, consider and take, nope, item 8, consider and take action on submitted contracts. Thank you. Item 9, consider and take action on request of right-of-way permits. Item 10, consider and take action on submitted budget amendments.
No budget amendments.
Item 11, consider and take action on payment of bills.
Yes, sir. I have bills totaling this week $339,129.03.
Commissioner Thomas.
I got my questions answered right before court, Judge.
Commissioner Tooley.
I have no questions.
Commissioner McCam.
I have none.
Commissioner Giesland.
You said it with such endearment there.
I'm having a morning.
Does this wrap up the volunteer fire departments?
Yes, we paid 24.
And my favorite 3 finally got it in before Thanksgiving. Boy, if he was here, we'd give him a round of applause, wouldn't we?
I notice we have a new vendor, I guess, under JP Precinct 1. It's the Texas Criminal Traffic Law Manual for $73.75 from a company called Blue 360 Media LLC. That used to be LexisNexis? Is that where we?
No, it's not a new vendor. I believe we just pay them about every 2 years. Is that on those law books? Have to get them updated.
So this is what we never talk about this, Judge. This is kind of an unfunded mandate as well. Mm-hmm. They go down there, change all the laws, and then we have to buy new books for everybody. Make sure we know what they changed.
It is.
So you must have a lot of those in the sheriff's department.
Yes, sir. We've ordered 70 this year, 70 new criminal law books.
Are these books that you get the same as what the JP would be getting?
They have several different versions. JP's handle a lot of civil law that we don't handle, so I'm not sure exactly what type of.
Does the county attorney get one as well?
We use different vendors for all of our books, and not only do we get usually traffic laws, but we get local government codes, family codes. We get a copy of the estate code. All of those are separate books that we have to order. Code of criminal procedure, penal code. Our book order every 2 years is fairly substantial. The way we do it, because I have 7 different attorneys, is all attorneys like a different form of the book. So we don't all use, even within my office, largely it's the same, but some may want a Westlaw version versus a LexisNexis versus a Blue 360 Media or some E. Thompson. You know, there's different vendors out there, and a lot of that's preference on the attorneys, the type of book that they're used to. Some are annotated with case notes and other notes, some are not.
And these are all hard copy books?
Most of them are paperback. Yeah.
Are they available in soft copy?
Not that I know of. And the other issue that I see with that is a lot of times my attorneys carry these books to court.
Okay. That's to impress the folks with a big stack of books, rather than just walking in with an iPad?
You don't carry a big stack of books to court. Usually you carry, depending on what type of case, but it's, you know, it's handy to have a penal code or code of criminal procedure handy, or the rules of evidence. A lot of those are consolidated into, we actually have one book that has all 3 of those codes in it, and so it's a good reference book to have there in case a question comes up.
All right. Well, that would make sense. What do you think, Sheriff? Are these paperbacks that you're carrying in the patrol cars?
Yes, sir. They're all paperback books.
So, I mean, in your case, it might be better if it was available in a soft copy.
Well, I'll check. I never really thought about it, but they could be handy.
Right. I just wondered if it would drive the cost down. It also might be interesting for purchasing to look if we bought all of these under one order. The sheriff mentioned that he gets a quantity discount. JP1's not going to get a quantity discount ordering one. But if it's the same book that the sheriff's department is ordering, if we could bundle all of those and save $10 a book or something every 2 years, over 10 years, that saves a little bit of money. We might be able to buy an air conditioner or something with that savings, since the judges always find an air conditioner to replace. Isn't that correct, Anne Marie?
Unfortunately.
So would you look into that?
Yes, sir, we can do that.
Thank you. Let's see. I think that's all, Judge.
Okay. Entertain a motion to approve the bills in the amount of $339,129.03.
So moved to approve.
I'll second the motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Giesman, second by Commissioner McCann. All those in favor? Item passes. Thank you. Item 12, consider and take action on submitted plats.
No plats.
No plats. Item 13, open and consider bids.
Good morning. I have 3 different bids that I need to get some type of approval on from the court. The first one, I need to get the specs and the vendor list approved for the 2020 road materials bid.
Questions on road material bid?
This particular bid gets everything back in sync.
Yes, sir. This will get everybody
Okay.
back on the January 1.
I didn't have any issues with the list of vendors that you had, if that's what's on the table.
Any other comments? Okay, give us the next one, and we may do them all in one motion, so.
The next one is the tire bid for fiscal year 2020. We had 5 different respondents.
Oh, so this is an actual awarding?
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have any other bid specs that we have to approve here? Let's do the bid specs together.
The other one is the request for letters of interest, statement of qualifications and proposals for the energy savings performance contract services.
Questions? Hearing none. That's our last of the specs.
Yes, sir.
So you need a motion approving the specs for the tire bid or the road material bid?
Road material bid and the energy savings performance contracting services.
Got that, Mary Margaret? Okay, entertain a motion.
I'll make that motion, Judge, for those two.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Thomas, second by Commissioner Tooley. All those in favor? Okay. Now, tire bid.
Yes, we had 5 respondents to our invitation for bid for tires. Southern Tire Mart, American Tire Distributors, Goodyear and Tyler, One Stop Tire, and TNW Tire, which is a new vendor for responding to the bid request.
Questions?
Go over those one more time.
American Tire Distributors, Southern Tire Mart, Goodyear, One Stop, and TNW.
Okay.
What's the location of American Tire Distributors?
They are a manufacturer and they ship the tires to whatever vendor we choose. And historically, it has been to One Stop here in Athens. So we purchase them from American Tire. One Stop actually puts them on.
Comments?
I'm sure I have comments, Judge. So you said that American Tire Distributors would be shipping it to One Stop, so in essence, One Stop and American Tire is kind of...
Historically, yes. Historically, we've purchased Pursuit tires for the most part from American Tire and One Stop actually puts them on.
Yeah, One Stop
Yeah.
is where the majority of those tires have been coming from.
Yeah.
I mean, American Tire Distributors is a new vendor, is it not?
No, sir.
It's not? They just haven't been on the bid list?
They have a state contract award. I think this may be the first time that they actually submitted, responded to our invitation for bid.
That's what I thought, okay. Who is this T&W Tire?
From the best of my recollection, it's a company out of Kaufman, and I really don't have any other information other than that. It's the first time that they've responded to one of our invitations as well.
Well, I mean, the phone number is 512, that's an Austin telephone number. That was a little bit concerning because it doesn't show on here where their location is, and if we had to drive to Austin to get the tires, I don't see that that's going to save us much money.
It very well may be that it's a corporate office and they have branches throughout the state.
So they're on the buy board?
TNW?
Yeah.
That I don't know. They responded to our invitation for bid.
Yeah.
And this will be effective January 1st?
Yes, sir.
So you think this TNW is in Kaufman?
I mean, I've had several different companies come through, but for some reason Kaufman's what's sticking out in my head. I can, the court wants to wait, I can go and pull the original response and bring copies to you.
It's up to the court.
Commissioner, Google search has them all over the state, but nothing in Kaufman.
Looks like the closest one's in Lancaster.
Lancaster.
Lancaster, Kilgore. Okay.
That's a long drive. Guess I could be taking a couple vehicles over there on a trailer once a month when I go to a COG meeting. It would appear to me at the Southern Tire Mart still.
Buy most of mine at Southern Taiwan.
Pretty much in line.
On the one stop, is that, that's just the price of the tire, not including the mounting?
Correct.
Okay. Well, I know for local.
Probably on all of them, just including the tire.
Right. Well, I know that given having a vendor to put the tires on the sheriff's department, as far as your office, y'all own quite a number of vehicles, and having tire issues, y'all need someone locally to be able to provide the service?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what normally you have used in the past one stop.
Okay.
Past several years.
And just as a historical note, you can award to more than just one vendor. So. And setting up here, my department has the least number of tires, so it's kind of up to you guys.
Well, I know that there's a place that we've been using, they won't touch a tire if it's 2 years old, whether it's off the rim or on the rim, for their insurance purposes, so.
Okay. How do y'all want to proceed?
I'd like to approve them all.
I'd be good with approving them all. I use the two mainly, but I'd try them all in an emergency.
Okay. Any other comments? Entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion to approve the tire bids for the 2020 year.
All of them as presented here?
All of them presented.
Okay, I'll second that motion.
Motion made by Commissioner McCam, second by Commissioner Thomas to award to all vendors in the 2020 tire bid. Any further comments? All those in favor? Item passes. Anything else, Ms.?
No, sir.
Right. And that brings us to our final one for the day. Consider and take action to adjourn.
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Tooley, second by Commissioner McCam to adjourn. Any further comments? Before we call this, we want to wish everyone a wonderful Thanksgiving. May it be a wonderful time for all of you. We have a lot to be thankful for. Any further comments?
There was one document that I sent back that required Commissioner Tooley's signature on.
Here's that.
Number one, doesn't bring it in, but
Signed.
I'm good.
I've got the bills, the handbook, the court order.
The memorandum still needs to be.
Yep, the memorandums, that's right, that's
Right.
what's missing.
Right.
Okay, and I've got the signatures on the October financials.
Okay.
We're good to go.
Any further comments? All those in favor of adjournment? Item passes. Thank you very much for being here with us, y'all.